What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE planning a major surprise at Saturday night's main event, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns Street Fighter reveal, an adult star tributes John Cena, WWE are pushing for John Cena to do this, Randy Orton is gonna miss John Cena's retirement, is WWE teasing The Rock's return, WWE snub Jim Ross, 3 major WWE retirements incoming, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE planning a major surprise for Saturday night's main event. The WWE is reportedly planning major surprises for this weekend's Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C., where John Cena will wrestle his final match ever. PW Insider reported, WWE sources say that the company is working on having some surprises for this weekend's Saturday night's main event. And what could these surprises be? Could it be the return of Batista to WWE for him to witness Cena's final ever match? This will be an incredible return as they have a huge history together. It could also be the return of Chris Jericho, as similarly Chris Jericho has generated buzz online, especially with his recent social media teases and absence from AEW. It's pretty much a certainty that Jericho is going to return to WWE, and the question isn't if, it's when. WWE may have a huge shocking end to 2025 with Jericho returning. There could also be the return of Vince McMahon, as there's also been rumors that Vince McMahon could be a major surprise to return and witness Cena's final ever match. Now, with this being a major event for Cena as well as quite a nostalgic show in itself, hopefully WWE brings some true nostalgia in John Cena's former opponents. Next up, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns Street Fighter reveal. Now, official footage and images of WWE stars Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns were finally revealed at the Game Awards in Los Angeles. The new teaser trailer offered fans their initial glimpses of the video game characters in the flesh. Rhodes, who is Guile, performed his flash kick against Vega, and later in the trailer, Roman Reigns appeared briefly as Akuma. This marks his first on-screen moment in the project. Alongside them is also pro wrestler Hiroki Goto, and he's playing E Honda. What do you guys think? Did they cook with Cody Rhodes as Guile and Roman Reigns as Akuma? All I know is, I can't wait to hear that thonic boom. Next up, an adult star tributes John Cena. Now we're getting tributes from just about everyone, even adult film stars. I'm familiar with Kendra Lust. Well, she is an adult star, but some may not know that she's a huge fan of WWE and wrestling in general. Well, Lust made her tribute to John Cena with his signature spinner belt, saying thank you Cena, one of the GOATs, people's champion, and having the coolest WWE belt ever. We'll see you in the Hall of Fame. Now, there were rumors around 2013 that John Cena was having an affair with her whilst he was married. However, those rumors have been firmly denied by Lust herself. Next up, WWE are pushing for John Cena to do this. Now, there seems to be a ton of confusion surrounding the main event of the show itself. The show is exclusively built around John Cena's final matchup, yet weirdly, it was reported this week that Cena's matchup versus Gunther isn't set to main event the show. This has led to fan outrage, as Cena not closing his own show makes zero sense, and it could lead to the subsequent matches on the card being heckled by unhappy fans. Nevertheless, Fightful Select has issued the follow-up report when it comes to Cena and his main event status, and it's been revealed that both Cena opening and closing the show have been pitched within WWE, but they're really pushing him to close the show. This week, John Cena had indicated that he was hopefully be able to kick off the show for Saturday night's main event, and Brian Alvarez reported that he was slated to. WrestleVotes Radio asked within WWE and said that the majority of people within WWE want John Cena to close the show, but that both ideas have been floated. There are numerous within Power that want John Cena to close the show. There are not firm details on the placement, but that Cena opening the show is on the table. WWE really should act with a degree of caution when it comes to this, as the worst thing that they can do is book Cena in the opening match and then have the crowd sit in silence for the rest of the show. While Cena clearly wants to present the future of the WWE in the best light, this may end up doing more damage than good. Next up, there's a major change coming to Saturday night's main event. Speaking of the show tomorrow, WWE will be delivering a major change when it comes to how the show is presented. According to Fightful Select, the retro look is out the window, at least for John Cena's final matchup. WWE Saturday night's main event looks to be getting an updated look. When WWE Saturday night's main event returned earlier this year, it came back with a retro look and feel as an homage to the original specials from the 80s. On WrestleVotes Radio and Fightful Select, they indicated that this was to be updated. The report added that this change was being discussed since August, and it's unclear if the change is permanent or temporary. WrestleVotes noted that WWE has been discussing the change since August. It's unclear if the presentation change will be permanent or temporary just for the John Cena retirement special. It was also mentioned that the January Montreal Saturday Night's main event show is being advertised with the retro branding. Now this definitely is the right move from WWE. The show itself is using gold and black for the marketing and graphics, so it really would make a lack of sense for WWE to suddenly use the retro colors for the staging of the show. A black and gold color scheme looks incredibly unique when it comes to the staging, and it'll be interesting to see what they come up with tomorrow night. But sadly, Randy Orton is going to miss John Cena's retirement. Yesterday, a report dropped via PW Insider that stated that World Champion CM Punk is going to be in attendance for Saturday night's main event. This then led to rampant speculation that they could be flying in a number of Cena's rivals to pay tribute to them. Now we know that AJ Styles, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes are already booked on the show, and they could easily arrange names such as JBL, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns to make the trip. Sadly, it looks really unlikely that one of Cena's most notable rivals, Randy Orton, will not be able to make the show and pay tribute to him. It turns out that Orton is in Saudi Arabia and he's set for a meet and greet at Mr. Beastland today. Now we're sure that was much more important. This means that unless Orton immediately leaves the country following his contracted appearance, he's unlikely to make it back into the US in time. Fans are furious at this information on social media as once again they seem to be doing a massive disservice to Orton. Orton without a doubt is a name that should be in attendance for Cena's final ever match, and it's bizarre that he has a WWE-tied commitment halfway across the world instead of being booked for the highly anticipated show. Next up is WWE teasing The Rock's return. Well, nobody saw this one coming, as WWE.com have released an official preview for John Cena's final match, and in the article there's written speculation that the entire retirement tour could be a ruse, and that Cena may in fact wrestle again at WrestleMania 42 against The Rock. But what if this wasn't in fact Cena's last match? All this press he's been doing hammering home that this is it for him is just a play to make the reveal as shocking as his return to the dark side 10 months ago. What if it comes full circle from WWE Elimination Chamber? The Rock returns and informs Cena that he wants his soul now, and as his final boss, this will be settled at WrestleMania 42, a rubber match at WrestleMania that is 13 years in the making. Could you imagine? The fact that WWE has posted this directly on their website suggests that this isn't happening, which is probably the right move. Whilst this has been a common theory all year, it would be a PR disaster for WWE and Cena for them to trick the whole audience. WWE's actively marketed the show as Cena's last time in that specific city. Cena himself has been promoting his final match all year across chat shows around the world, and it wouldn't be the best look if it's revealed that Cena had been masterminding a huge ruse. Well, maybe some would be happy still. Next up, WWE snub Jim Ross. Jim Ross has discussed whether or not WWE reached out to him regarding commenting Cena's final ever match. And according to the Hall of Famer on his podcast, WWE didn't reach out to him, but he would have been happy to commentate the huge match. No, are you kidding me? Why would they do that? It's wrestling. I don't work for them. I would have been happy to do it, and I'm sure if they had requested something, Tony Khan would have blessed it because he's a wrestling fan, and if they thought I could help out a little bit, I'd love to be a part of it. It would have been incredible to hear JR back on the commentary team. However, the right person to call Cena's final match is Michael Cole. Cole has pretty much commentated every big match throughout Cena's career, and Cena and Cole are close personal friends. But JR revealing that Tony Khan would be happy to let him do the honors is very interesting. It was revealed that WWE never reached out to AEW when it came to using Edge, and this certainly suggests that Khan may have been open to WWE using Edge for a one-off appearance during Cena's retirement tour. Next up, Gunther claps back. At the ring, General Gunther has taken a ton of criticism for being Cena's final opponent. Some fans believe that the honor should have gone to a younger star, and Gunther has now had a chance to respond directly to these criticisms. Speaking to the New York Post, the former world champion stated, "I'm not bothered. I went out on Raw on Monday to send a few words towards Cena as the only chance I had, and I could feel that energy from the audience where it's kind of like they don't want me to stand there and claim that for me, but I enjoyed it. I think that's great. That's what I'm here for, to antagonize people. If they're antagonized, which they seem to be, then I succeeded, and I thrive off that." Gunther is a name that is never going to let fan criticism impact his work, and if he defeats Cena tomorrow night, he would have retired both Cena and Goldberg in a 12-month period. Talk about a modern-day legend killer. Next up, 3 major WWE retirements incoming. 2026 could be the year of retirements in WWE. According to a new report from The Observer, next year could mark the retirements of Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, and Chris Jericho. There's a story going around that Lesnar will retire at SummerSlam 2026. I can't confirm that date, but did at least a month here that the working plans for 2026 would be the WWE retirement runs for Lesnar, Styles, and potentially Jericho if he signs. I didn't get the impression it was locked in except for Styles, who's made it clear it will be in 2026, but not when. But the Lesnar name has been talked about, which is probably where this story came from. We now know for certain that AJ will retire in 2026, as he's revealed this publicly, and WrestleMania 42 will mark his final match on the grand stage. Lesnar's retirement is a little more of a rumor, and John Cena hinting that Lesnar will retire at SummerSlam has certainly added fuel to the fire. In relation to Jericho, logic assumes that if he does sign with WWE, all signs do indeed point towards Jericho re-signing, then his next run will mark his final run in pro wrestling. Jericho will no doubt take his rightful place in the Hall of Fame, potentially even in 2026 alongside Stephanie McMahon and John Cena, two names he has a ton of established history with. And finally, Italy to host a WWE PLE. Now, final story looks ahead to the next international WWE PLE. WWE hosting PLEs in Europe is now thankfully a yearly tradition, and according to Fightful Select, the post-WrestleMania show, usually called Backlash, will take place in Italy. Benvenuto, WWE have been taking their PLE shows abroad much more, and that won't be stopping. WrestleVotes Radio and Fightful Select confirmed that WWE is heading to Italy in 2026 for a PLE. Nick Khan noted that a deal was closed recently. As of now, the planned date for the PLE is May 31st, which is scheduled to be the first PLE after WrestleMania. Typically, WWE runs the Backlash show after Mania, but the name was up for debate with Backlash used as an internal placeholder. WWE delivering international PLEs has without a doubt been one of the major changes of the TKO era, but we can likely expect a formal announcement from WWE when it comes to the PLE in the coming weeks. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and news you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.